how's the traffic? Everybody always says, oh, it's so congested in Carolina Forest and North
No, it's
Myrtle
not.
Beach.
Nope.
We'll start with Julie. Let's talk
Yeah.
about traffic.
I have yet to see traffic here that I think
Right.
is traffic.
Right.
Congestion. Like they had said 17, 501. Not to me, it's not.
Yeah.
What about you, Ed? I don't think so.
Listen, Long Island, everyone knows the Long Island Expressway. I mean, that's
Yes.
the world's longest parking lot.
Yeah.
I don't find it a problem. I get around very quickly. The only thing is, it's like the distance to things are longer, but still, it's like almost the same amount of time to get there.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, I use my golf cart for everything inside the community, and I just pop out to go to the supermarket or whatnot, or go into the city or whatnot. That's about it. I mean, the traffic's a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's complaining about it.
I don't think
I don't
it's a
understand.
Welcome back to another episode of Rendezvous with Alicia. Today is going to be a roundtable. To my right over here, I've got Julie. To my left over here, I've got Ed. Ed is from New York. Julie's from Massachusetts. I'm from New York. We all made the move down here to the Myrtle Beach area. Now, myself and Ed live in the same community. Julie lives in a whole different community, but we've all experienced similarities moving from the Northeast down to the Myrtle Beach area. And I really wanted to break it down and have real life experience for you. My other YouTube channel that I have with my husband, Chris, living-in-myrtlebeach.com. We talk about all new communities and we highlight special things about moving down here. Chris does a map tour that so many people like, and he's a big stat rat. He likes to talk about numbers and the economy and stuff like that. But today we're going to break it down with what it's actually like to move to the Myrtle Beach area from New York and from Massachusetts. So welcome, Julie and Ed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, where are we starting here first? Let's talk about
Ed
ladies
can go
first.
first.
Of course.
okay.
Lady, it's always first.
Ladies first, Julie. Give the audience a little bit about you, your move, and a quick synopsis.
So I came from South Shore area of Massachusetts, not too far from the city of Boston. We have family in Little River. So we started to vacation a little bit in Little River, fell in love with the area, really liked North Myrtle Beach, Cherry Grove, that area. And once we started visiting, we were at the part of our lives where the youngest one is graduating high school. And it was time to, like Chris said to us, rip the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Rip the Band-Aid. And just do it. If you don't do it now, you're never going to do it. So the daughter goes to college. We started coming down more and more. And I love the laid backness. If nobody's in a rush like it is in Massachusetts, where you're constantly thinking fast, moving fast, have to hurry up and do this, and all within a minute, you know? But the people were just so lovely. The environment was so nice. And of course, you can't beat the weather. I don't miss snow at all. And when it snows here, it melts within a couple of hours. So it doesn't even bother us.
Yeah.
You know? And then we just started to go from there. My husband started to think about early retirement, and then it just fell into place. Every time we came here, this is what we want to do. We finally picked a state we both agree on.
Yes.
That's huge because we're nothing alike.
Yeah.
We're nothing alike. And that was huge. And then we came across YouTube and you and Chris. And I was addicted, started watching it, went from there. And I just kept watching it, and I'm like,
Was it the wigs? It was the wigs that drew
it
you
was
in,
the
right?
wigs, yes. I'm gonna go with the wigs. And Chris's hot cat.
Yeah, the hot cat. Yeah.
And he was very informational. Like it was like taking a class. He talked about everything that we wanted to know.
Yes.
The area, the taxes. Can you afford it? That's scary because when you're in Massachusetts, you pay so much taxes, so much this, so much that.
They call it Taxachusetts, I hear.
Oh, it is Taxachusetts without a doubt. And that was really scary. It really came down. Can my husband afford to retire early? Can I find a job here? I'm in healthcare, so that was easy to find down here. And then, everything just fell into place. And then when Chris talked about, the 4% tax,
We're going to get into that, the 4% and the
Yes.
6%. Yeah, because a lot of
We could
people
get
don't
into
understand
more.
that.
I want to give some time to your
Yeah.
other
To-
guests.
Yeah, to Ed. So where did you come from? And like, what was your first initial move like?
Okay, I spent the last 28 years of my life living on the South Shore of Long Island.
Mhm.
I was married to a very wonderful woman that I lost 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She passed away
Oh.
during the COVID. It wasn't of COVID, but it was very traumatic.
Yeah.
I have one son who was 25 at the time, and we shared the same house together. We had 2 dogs. So we came down here on vacation in 2021. He said to me, Dad, let's go on vacation. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the Outer Banks? I said, a little too hoity-toity for me. So I said, why not Myrtle Beach? He said, sure. So we rented a Verbo not too far from here in Saucusty, and it was just phenomenal. Right on the Intercoastal Waterway. Huge room for him. For me, the dogs loved it. They were running back and forth like they were Tom and Jerry. So then we started looking at the place, and then we looked at a place in Berkshire Forest. We looked at their models, and I said, I can really go for this, right? And so at the end of that vacation, I went home, started subscribing to channels. I hadn't found yours yet, but I subscribed to 3 other realtors.
Yeah.
And I came to the conclusion, and I'm sure you agree with me. Number one, you have to do your homework on everything.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
YouTube was phenomenal for me to finding things out.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
So one of these realtors did an incredible video on where we live,
Yes.
and I was just so impressed. Now at the end, the lady, her name is Tiffany, sweetheart. She did what you would call a Chris. She had all the stats down. We have lots going for so and so and so. So I'm sitting there in my Archie Bunker recliner. And that's what it was like. You lost your wife, and you're like,
Yeah.
your son goes to work and whatnot.
Mm.
So I said, time to pull the trigger. So I went right on Zillow, found a lot, and it was only that corner lot.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It was up for sale for 2 days. I said, oh. Then all of a sudden I get a phone call. I don't know where it came from, but it was a realtor. I
Yeah.
must have hit a button or whatnot, or
Right, yeah.
said something.
Yeah.
And they heard me.
Yeah. Because Big Brother is always watching on the
Big
damn
Brother's
phone,
definitely
right?
always
So-
watching.
So she was one of the agents that worked for one of the brokers who I follow. And I said, listen, her name was Rose. Rose, can you get me this? Well, I think I can. I said, listen, magic word, CASH.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't want a bidding war. And back then there were huge bidding wars.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huge.
post-pandemic? Yes. Out of control.
I did not want to deal with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So she gives me a call and says, I got it. I said, wow. So then I came down here. And I would always come here before the big crowd comes to be in late April or May.
Yes.
Mhm.
Closed on the property, got the tour of the property and whatnot. And then from there went back home. So what I started doing, and it's probably something Chris would do, okay? I was watching the commodities,
Oh, yeah.
like lumber
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And I said, what do I want to do? Do I want to go with a builder? Or do I want to go with a custom? Custom. Everything that I didn't have in my house on Long Island, and I had a 1,400 square foot Long Island split
Yeah.
built in 1957.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Closets, small kitchen and whatnot. My pantry was in the basement.
Oh,
wow.
My
wow.
wife would be calling me, Eddie, could you go down and get me some tomato sauce?
Oh, you
Sure.
gotta carry all the cans up.
Up and down and up and down. I said, listen, so I designed my whole house. I retained a realtor
Mm-hmm.
and a husband.
Yeah.
Now, what they had previously owned their own construction company in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
So they knew all the bells and whistles,
Yes.
the big bang and the boom.
Yep.
And they were able to get me an interview with builders.
Nice.
And when I picked a builder, they got me a bank to get the short-term loan. Okay. Had a lawyer for me, so it was like one-stop shopping for
Yes.
everything.
Excellent. That's what you want. Yep.
Now, I'm sure you would know, it's like a two-front war. You've got a house to sell up north,
Yep.
and then you've got to have a house being constructed here. So it's like, talk about stress.
That's a lot. Now you went through that similar, right? With that?
We were looking at new builds.
Yeah.
And so what I loved the way Chris had it set up was we would Zoom with you guys.
Yeah.
And I'd say I want it in this price range. I want brand new builds. But we don't know how big we want the house to be.
Right.
And he would send over, and he knew I was a beach bum, so I wanted to be no further than 20 minutes max to a beach. And that narrowed it down. And then it was great because he would email me a handful of houses. I'd be like, nope, yep, oh, zoom in, look inside the house. So we had our plans every time we came for vacation a few days. We had that all planned. And Chris would take us to the houses and everything else. But the last one that we saw, you were with us.
Yes, yep. And we sealed the deal on that one. That was a perfect house.
As soon as we walked in the backyard with the pond in the woods, we were like, this is it.
That's it.
But it was wonderful. It made it so easy. And Zooming made it huge. Because it's hard when you're way up north.
It is.
You have to come all the way down.
It is.
You can't afford
it is
to
hard,
keep
right?
traveling every month. You're working a full-time job. We're both working. Our kid's still in school.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing. So it made it easier. And it just all fell in. It just boom, boom, boom. Fell right into, it was meant to be.
So, Ed, I'm going to bring that up to you because I think you said that off the Zillow and you just said it now. The lot you bought on Water and Woods and you bought off Zillow. You saw that corner lot.
Corner lot with wetlands behind me. Okay?
Right,
I didn't want to have a house with people looking over the fence and this and that, or having some kid's ball coming over the fence, which I was tired of. And then hearing loud music and whatnot.
Exactly.
It was a corner lot, so I had a street on one side, which was good, and I had a decent buffer of property from the building to the curb, so it was okay. Next door neighbors, lucked out. Phenomenal. No kids, quiet. I don't even know that they're there.
Ideal neighbors.
Yeah. Now, how are your neighbors?
It's funny. The left is from Michigan. The right, I try to get away from Massachusetts. No, I end up with Massachusetts next door to me, which was funny. I mean, we're okay. But it's the back that I love where it is the pond and then it's the woods. And it's part of Indian reservation where they will never build.
That's like you on the
preserve.
preserve.
We won't have any surprises behind the house and lose that privacy. So that's what really sold us was the privacy of the back. But I lucked out. The neighbors, we all have, get along great. We're doing little parties on the streets, and the pool finally opened up. Do you have a pool, Ed?
Oh, we have. And
on the pool.
I can't wait for Alicia to go there.
Yeah,
we have the largest residential pool in the state.
That's amazing.
You think you're in Aruba.
I know.
Oh,
it's
nice.
It's nice. It's
I
really
love taking
nice.
pictures of selfies with the pool and everything and rubbing it in the northerners up north.
Yeah, I know.
Like, look, this is the way I live. It's like resort living. It really is. I feel like I'm on staycation.
It does. It feels like Ed drives around his golf cart all the time. You always see,
that's my next step. Is I want to get a golf cart just to go to the pool.
Everybody has a golf cart down here, right? Just to go to the mail. The golf cart is a place to be. You take it to go get the kids off the bus stop. You take it just to fill your Yeti with a little wine and drive around the neighborhood. And the golf cart is the place to be in Myrtle Beach.
You know what even makes it better though, and you would appreciate this. Going around, you see, and you're not going at fast speeds.
Yeah.
You're getting to see people's backyards and getting ideas.
I do that all the time. I love looking at the new builds in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And, you kind of can go check it out because they're for sale. And, we'll do, this is a new style. What's this about?
That's right. They brought some new homes to your community.
Yes, they're still building. Yep. I live in Tupelo Park. And they're still building now to the left. I think it's the second stages, right?
Yeah.
Aren't there like stages or phases?
Yep.
Yeah. I think this is the second phase.
Second phase, yeah. And they brought some models that they have in other areas, and they brought them new to that. And they're not building them again. Once this phase is over, they're done. Now they'll go
Yes.
back to the original face.
Oh,
Mhm.
gotcha. Yeah, I was just trying to get that whole face thing. But
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I don't even
What's
feel
not
like
to
I need.
love?
I know. I know.
It's like, I constantly have that David Lee Roth, it's just like living in paradise.
Yeah.
running
It
through my-
really is. And I have to tell you, since I've been here, I'm off 4 medications.
Off.
Okay? Off. No more.
Oh,
Really?
Yes, because of the sun, because of the beach. I'm not stressed out anymore with Massachusetts living.
Right, right.
It's just
Wow.
insane. I am off 4 medications.
God bless.
I know.
Congratulations.
I'm like, I'm so happy.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the weather because everybody says the weather. Ed, we'll start with you. New York to Myrtle Beach. How's the weather comparison?
the weather is absolutely phenomenal,
Mhm.
especially in the fall. I'm sorry, in the fall, and in the spring. It's just phenomenal. It's not too windy. I take my dog out for a walk all the time, a lot in the golf cart, like Alicia said. In fact, that's how I actually had my first face-to-face with Alicia. I passed the house and I waved. She's probably saying, "Who is this lunatic?"
He was in the golf cart with the dog, and I was up on my balcony, and he's like, Alicia. I'm like, hey.
So, we clicked, and I knew she had this podcast. I said, "Listen, you think you can get me on?" She said, "No problem.
Oh, that's
no
funny.
problem."
Yeah.
So
And it was and you said the same thing to me
Yeah.
because we talk about it all the time, but to actually hear it from for you to actually hear it from other people that actually do it, it's a different, point of view than Chris and mine. Now, what do you think about the weather? You love it?
Oh, yes. I moved when was it this year? I think no. We had a huge snowstorm.
We did have one, yeah.
Right? And Massachusetts got it bad. Like they considered it a huge blizzard, like back in 1978.
you remember that? I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
blizzard of 78 was
Whoa.
huge. They were almost comparing it to that this
Yeah, I
year.
remember that one.
And it was wonderful to send pictures of the sun and my feet in the sand. To be like, oh, well, I'm sitting at the beach right now. And I do not miss scraping the ice. And then an hour later, have to go scrape again.
I don't even think they sell ice scrapers down here. I haven't seen one.
They don't sell shovels.
They
either.
don't even
They
sell
don't
shovels.
They don't sell any of that
No.
winter stuff.
When
None of it.
we had
No.
our first snowstorm 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I had no shovel. I left everything.
We didn't
at the
bring
old
our
house.
shovels either. We didn't bring it.
I gave away my snowblower.
Yeah.
And so I happened to go back in March. I happened to go back up north to see my son, and I went into the local Target,
Mhm.
and they had a little clearance section, and there was a one shovel, $6.99. I said, "Give it to me," and it's home in my garage.
Yeah, it's funny. I said to Chris, we should order one on Amazon. He goes, why? It's melted the next day. And I said, I know, but for that
Mhm.
day, just to make a path for mom, let's
Yeah.
just get one because you do get 3 to 5 inches.
Yeah.
It's melted. We're full sun. It's melted the next day. But I
Yep.
still said, I still want to shovel 3 inches for mom
I'm
if
in
she
denial.
needs
I
it.
just won't shovel. I wait till it melts.
Yeah,
I'm never doing that again.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk. Okay, so we talked weather, we talked moving here, New York, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the culture change because New York and Massachusetts, high pace, fast energy, rush, rush, rush. What is it like moving here? How's the traffic? Everybody always says, "Oh, it's so congested in Carolina Forest and North
No, it's
Myrtle
not.
Beach."
Nope.
Let's
It
let's
is not.
we'll start with Julie. Let's talk
Yeah.
about traffic.
So the traffic, it used to take 30 minutes to get to the city. Now it's like 2 to 3 hours. Down the
Wow.
Cape, which is the opposite direction where
Mhm.
the water area is. It would take from our house to Falmouth 45 minutes. Now it's like an hour and a half. It all depends on the traffic, really.
Wow.
But if it's a holiday, I don't even attempt it.
Yeah.
It's not even worth the drive.
Mm-hmm.
The holiday is hours. I
Mhm.
mean, the traffic.
Now,
And
how
then
about
people are telling me traffic here, and I'm like, I've
That's what I
yet
was
to
going to
see
ask
that.
you. Mhm. Traffic
have
here.
yet- I have yet to see traffic here that I think
Right.
is traffic.
Right.
Congestion. Like they had said 17, 501. Not to me, it's not.
Yeah.
What about you, Ed? I don't think so.
Listen, Long Island. Everyone knows the Long Island Expressway. I mean, that's
Yes.
the world's longest parking lot.
Yeah.
Um, I don't find it a problem. I get around very quickly. The only thing is, it's like the distance to things are longer, but still, it's like almost the same amount of time to get there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Basically, I use my golf cart for everything inside the community, and I just pop out to go to the supermarket or whatnot,
Mhm.
or go into the city or whatnot. That's about it. I mean, the
Yeah.
traffic's a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's complaining about it.
I don't think
I don't
it's a
understand.
Yeah. All right, we did traffic. Let's
Yeah.
do taxes. Let's do taxes. Ed, I'll let you start this one on taxes.
Me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was paying $1,000 a month for a 1957 1,400 square foot split on a quarter acre. OMG. It's like, and then I heard how inexpensive the property taxes down here were. I actually went onto one of the websites and kind of computed. I said, I'm in. It's time to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I try to explain to my family. My biggest thing is I wish my family would all move down here because they're losing out so badly just in the money. You work, and you pay tax after tax after tax. Are they going to start taxing you for breathing? Probably, because that's how it feels like in Massachusetts, for real. And I hate that my family is not understanding. Once we moved here, we're like, yeah, I pay nothing compared to what we paid when we were in Massachusetts. Utilities, I mean, the water bill is nothing. It's just amazing the difference. You can literally work part time now
Mhm.
and not have to work full time to have the lifestyle down here, where my family just keeps working so hard and I feel like you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I just wish they could see what we see here
Mhm.
and what they're missing out. But you know, it is their life, so they, you know.
Mhm.
But I was shocked on the difference between the 4% we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, you
Lisa.
know what? I'm going to let
Can
you
you-
two explain that. Because I explain it, Chris and I explain it all the time in our weekly videos. I'm going to let you each give your
Yeah.
input on the 4% versus 6% tax brackets here.
Yeah. Okay. What I learned, I
Mhm.
was falling asleep listening to Chris as always.
It's easy to do.
And yes, he's got a soothing voice. I just love him. So, and all of a sudden I hear taxes and whoop, I wake right up and I go, what? When you first move here, you're paying 4% tax, property tax.
Mhm.
And after you're here a year, which I did not know until I heard Chris say this, after a year, and a lot of Northerners, I don't even know if they know this. After you live here a year, you need to, and you file your taxes, you need to take that, go to the assessor's office, and prove to them that you actually live here. This is not a summer home. You're not here and going back or whatever. Because if you don't, it goes up 6%. And I don't know. I mean, I told all of the people that live in my neighborhood, listen, you're all from the north. You look into this. That it makes a huge difference. You go to 1,200 to 5,200.
It's a lot.
It's
And
a big difference.
yeah, did you have a 4%, 6? Did you buy your home as the second home and then get hit with a 6% tax and then brought it down to 4? What happened with you with your tax rate?
Okay, originally, because I still had the house up north
Mhm.
and it was being constructed, it was at 6.
Mhm.
But once I closed on the house up north, right, and this was my home, it was very easy to go to the assessor's office and get it down. I didn't need because I moved here in the middle of July, in the middle of the year. I didn't have to show my tax return. So I had
Like a temporary?
exactly,
Okay.
Yeah.
exactly.
A temporary 4%.
And it was nice to go down a phone. And on top of that, they have something called the Homestead Act, where if you're over 65 and you're here a year, the taxable value on your house goes down 50,000, which is a real good thing. And some of the politicians that are running for governor and other things, they're trying to make it 150,000. But when you reach 65, it behooves you to get that done.
Yeah, to do the homestead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are really good topics that we're talking about because so many people ask us. And now we actually have 2 people from Julie
Yeah.
from Massachusetts, Ed from New York, if you're just tuning in, that are living it. Now, moving down, I loved the Southern charm. It's one of
Yes.
the things I love. And I get so aggravated during tourist season when people are, I guess, just not so Southern charmish, as you would
Yes.
say.
You can say nasty.
Yeah, nasty. People come. I know for a fact when I am by the beach and the red light, like all year long, when the light is red and then it turns green, nobody's honking at you if you don't go.
Oh,
But during
exactly.
tourist season,
Oh, it's a
and I'm like,
nightmare.
oh my
Cut
God,
you off.
I don't miss this in New York. I don't miss it at all. How do
Yeah.
you feel about the Southern charm and moving down here?
I have met so many people here working in healthcare. You know, new patients coming in every day. They have their story. So I've met a lot of people, and a majority of them are Northerners.
Oh yeah.
But when you do meet a real Southerner, it's like, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. I'm not used to that.
I
It's
know.
like, no, well, fine. It's just is they're just so nice, and that thing that was funny to me is seeing a lot of Jesus saves signs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jesus will
Mhm.
save you. Jesus saves. Like, that's so nice to see. You just would never see stuff like that in
Oh yeah,
Massachusetts.
because we're in the Bible Belt down here,
Yes,
so you see
yes. In
Jesus
every
saves
corner is a
everywhere.
Baptist, a Christian.
A
It's
lot of
so nice to
churches.
see. A lot of the community in those communities, they're so nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you curious to see what their church is like, and they welcome you in, no problem, feed you and all this other stuff. If you know, it's just so different. Up north to me, it's like you're on your own. You're pretty much on your own, you know. But yeah, the people down here are just really nice. And then you're at the beach. My sister-in-law came to visit the other day, and she's been, you know, work is rough and all the stuff. She's walking the beach. This made me laugh. She's walking the beach. I was sitting down. She comes back. She goes, someone just out of random just says, did you find any shells on the beach? And she didn't know how to answer that. She thought that, what do they want? Why are they asking me? Did you find shells on the beach? I thought it was funny. I'm like, no, they're really asking you if you found shells on the beach. And what kind of shells did you find? Did you find anything pretty or whatever? And she was so shocked that they just literally wanted to know
Yeah.
if you found shells on the beach. I thought it was the cutest thing. I go, yeah, that's how it is here. You're walking, they hear my accent. Where you from? First thing they think I'm from New Jersey. No, I'm not from New Jersey. I'm from Massachusetts. You know, and then you start talking, and it's just, I just love it.
I
I'm
know.
so happy here.
Yeah,
I'm zen.
you're zen. You're total off the form. Med, zen, all
Yeah,
that
exactly.
great stuff. Ed, how about you? How was the shock? New York to the Southern charm in
It
Myrtle
really
Beach.
wasn't a shock, but I was very, very happy.
Mhm.
Yes.
Up in New York, especially where I was working, everyone was just miserable.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
miserable,
true.
miserable. You look at them, even if you want to say, oh, they look at you like, you know, you got two heads. Oh, they grab their kids and put it behind them. Oh, this guy's talking too much. And it's like, whoa, here I can get into a full-blown conversation in the supermarket with someone. Hi, how are you today?
Exactly.
And have a long talk. And then sometimes you find out that the person you're talking to lived in the neighborhood that you're from. It's phenomenal.
Yes.
Now, you were just saying before, your friends, now you become best friends with these
Yes.
people, and they lived on that, like right down the block from you back in New York. And now you all,
Absolutely.
now you didn't, you really didn't know them in New York, but you were introduced to them here, and then that's when you figured out the connection, or?
You know, it was by accident. It turns out I had to have a piece of my range hood had to be replaced.
Okay.
And I had just come back from New York, and a guy came in and we started talking. I said, where are you from? He's from New York. I said, where in New York? He said, Long Island. I said, really? Me too. Where in Long Island? Suffolk County. And we down, and I said, what town? East Islip. And I looked at him. I said, I don't know you. I said, I live in East Islip too. What street? He said the same street. I looked at him. I said, are you kidding me? And then he
That's
said the
so
number.
funny.
Turns out when he saw the amount of money I made for my house, right? And I made BANK.
Yes.
Yep.
He said to his wife, time to go. So it turns out he actually got a job with my builder, and
What
we
a
became
small
we became best
world.
friends. And his wife, Rosa, absolute sweetheart, big fan of yours. That's
Oh,
the
that's
lady
the
you
one
met, right?
yeah, that's
And I actually told her, I said, listen, maybe I can get you on a podcast with Alicia. Oh, I'd be too nervous. I said, no, you won't.
no, it's it's
No, it's
relaxing
so
here, right?
relaxing. I was nervous coming in, but I'm like, you just be yourself and what you
Yeah,
chatting.
and I love to have small businesses,
Me too,
charities. I love to
yes.
just talk. Just bring the
Yes.
people on. That's all.
Yes.
This is separate from what Chris and I do. This is like a banter. This is like a whole fun, different thing that I do on the
Yeah.
side, and we're having a good time.
We
So
are.
what else?
Who funner to do it with than you?
I know, right?
Am I right?
I'm like a party in
Queen
a
over
box,
here,
right?
yes,
So what
yes.
else do you want to talk about? The move to
I
South
wanted
Carolina.
to talk about the culture
Okay.
as far as, at least from where I am,
Mhm.
there's all kinds of ethnic backgrounds, all kinds. I'm Portuguese, my family's Portuguese, and you come down here, nobody knows Portuguese. But as I started doing, what helped me a lot, Ed, was the Facebook pages here.
Yes.
North Myrtle Beach, Cherry Grove, all of them. Get on the groups. Everyone starts talking, asking for who's got the best pizza. You know, we're all about food. I'm a food snobby, and a lot of New Yorkers, they're food snobs too. We all are from up north. We love food. So everyone will get on there and say, oh, who's got the best pizza? Of course, you got to give your favorite and all this other stuff. And then I'm like, is there any Portuguese cuisine here? And as I started getting into those groups, I started finding Portuguese people here. And down the street, there's a new Portuguese market.
Oh,
And
nice.
imported from Portugal.
Oh, wow.
The olive oil.
Mhm.
Even the frozen sardines come from Portugal.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was really nice to see that. Got into that group, and we all have the same story. Everybody's from the north, really. But it was great to talk to them. They had a grand opening the other day, so we went to that and met so many people. But I'm slowly noticing Middle Eastern food, all kinds of different types of food coming down here. That it's changing
Mhm.
within just 1 year of here. I see a huge change in the food.
Oh, wow.
Yes, because I'm always looking for the next best restaurant, next best steak, right, Ed?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Steak, you know.
Ruth Chris, let's go.
Yeah.
So that was another thing that I was really excited about, starting to see a little bit of different,
Mhm.
you know, foods, different types of foods. I've yet to find a good, deep down Southern fried chicken.
Oh,
Though I heard bolognese, they're pretty good. I have to say, I don't know if you
I haven't been
bolognese
there.
in Cherry Grove. Their chicken was pretty good. But that being said, yeah, food is everything to me.
How about you, Ed? Has the food different than
Food is phenomenal. Like
Mhm.
I might have told you, we have a drinking food club in our community, and
Yes.
you really got to go to one of the outings. We've been to Brazilian, we've been to Vietnamese,
Yes, I
we've
love
been to
that.
steakhouses, we've been to Italian. They try and mix it up. Something you and Chris would really enjoy. What I really get hooked on is that southern sausage gravy on the chicken.
Mhm.
Oh, have you had it?
I've never had that, but my favorite
Oh,
is the shrimp and grits. They have a sausage
Oh,
with
yeah.
the shrimp and the
yep.
grits.
hmm
That's something down here.
Yeah.
I started to really enjoy
Mhm.
that. That's
I
one of
can't
my
get into
favorites.
that yet. The sausage gravy. I don't know what it is yet.
So,
I'm
what
not.
kind of sausage is it, Ed?
It's very small bits of sausage.
Yeah.
They put it on biscuits.
Mhm.
Oh,
There's one place I go for breakfast. I have a very good friend. Every other Friday we go out to breakfast together and just vent to each other.
mm.
So I get the biscuit with chicken strips.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be an egg on it, but I'm not a big egg person. And I said, just put that sausage gravy on it, and it's a white creamy type gravy, very very peppery, and it's just like so
That's what
good.
it is. It's very peppery, and I think that's why I'm not.
Yeah, I'm the
Chris
same way. I
loves
don't
it.
like
I just
peppery.
can't do the sausage. I don't know what it is. I could eat
Yeah.
everything else, and I'm like, why don't I like this? I've tried it. I try to like
Are
it.
you in? Are you into the seafood?
Oh my goodness.
Portuguese here. It's
Yeah.
generations of fishermen.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I got,
seafood's huge in our culture.
I got a great seafood restaurant for you to go. It's a little pricey, but
Okay.
As long as you get what you pay for, that's
yeah.
all that
Yeah.
matters.
Okay.
I don't, it's got to be good quality. I'm willing to pay a little extra if it's worth it.
Mhm.
Tell me, what's the name?
It's called Hook and Barrel.
I've been
I've
there.
been to the Hook and Barrel. I
Oh.
love
I've been
it.
there. I've been
That's
there.
a great place.
Took my son and
Yes.
his girlfriend there for Christmas, and the service was just so good. The food was phenomenal. I had this brown swordfish. Oh, it was like two die for.
Yeah.
There is a new restaurant in North Myrtle Beach. I think it's the plaza is something like Gator Hole Plaza or something like that. It has the word I think it's hook and honey or hook. The sea bass with the risotto. Oh, to die for.
Yeah.
I love sea bass.
Have you ever been to the Pink Flamingo up there?
Yes.
That-
Best.
I went there my first year,
I love
we're
the
here,
environment.
and
That's what we did too.
I met the owner. And let me tell you, the owner runs it. I mean, like by getting the people in real nice. No
Yes.
like push and no yelling or whatnot.
I love that environment. It's like
Yeah.
back in the day environment. You know what I mean?
I know what you
I
mean.
loved
Yeah.
it. I loved it. The steak there was pretty good. I think we had prime rib. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm a big sushi fan too. I love sushi, and I think the best sushi I've had is at Patios in the little river has a little waterfront.
Mm-hmm.
I met the owner there, Kenny, and they have a guy who literally does seafood sushi on the side, but they also have the regular pub type of food. Like I love coconut shrimp. That's another thing.
Oh,
I could
you're
talk for
killing me.
hours on food. I mean,
I know.
but that's one of my favorites too.
Alicia don't have the hours though.
I know. Now, what about a good pizzeria?
Oh,
Let me hear. What are you guys finding down here? Because everybody asked us
Oh.
about the pizza.
The one-
I have a brand new place. I just, and they're moving to Calabash, which is, I'll still go to Calabash. I don't care. But it's Cuddy's Pizza in Little River.
Yeah.
It is New York style. This bit, huge. It's huge. Thin crust, but it's crispy. The good quality cheese, real good quality. If it's not for the sauce and the cheese, your pizza's either going to be good or bad. But it's got that like thin crispy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if New Yorkers fold your pizza when you eat it.
Oh,
Of course,
absolutely.
you gotta fold.
Absolutely.
You gotta fold it.
Yeah, it's one of those where the slice is so big you gotta fold it to eat it so the cheese doesn't melt off
Mm-hmm.
and fall on the plate. Cuddy's is my number one right now.
What about you, Ed?
Now I found pizzeria through you and Chris with one of your videos.
Oh.
One of the best videos you did, and I really enjoyed it. And it was a long
must have
one,
missed
but
this
I
one.
went through the whole one. She did. Her and Chris just got in the car and took their little cruise.
Oh, the driving
And
tour.
they did
Oh,
the
I
drive
missed
through
that
Carolina
one.
Forest, and he was doing the driving, and she was cutting in and making her comments, and I was just enjoying it so much. And they stopped in this pizzeria. Yeah, we're going to Sergio's.
Oh, Sergio's, yeah. He's from New York.
Yeah, no, he lived 2 towns from me. He's
Oh, you
in
know.
Bayshore.
Yes,
Yeah, Mike.
yes, Mike, yes.
Mike, and he's got 2 kids.
Yes.
His daughter's the sweetheart. She
Mhm.
helps run the place.
Yep.
And I said, this place is wonderful. She says, yeah, my dad is very hard on us. Well, he's doing a good job.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good. The smallest world, he played high school,
Baseball.
college baseball with
Queens
Chris.
College, right?
With
Yeah,
Chris.
there you go.
Wow.
And then we found out when another guy that they played college baseball with moved to Indigo Bay.
Oh, all
So when
right.
he found out that we moved where we moved, he came over one day and he's like, yo, Mike opened Sergio's. And Chris is like, wait, how do I have 2 guys I played college baseball with?
That's
One lives next
crazy.
door and the other one is opening the pizzeria down the block.
In
Like,
South
it's such a
Carolina,
small-
from New York.
From
That's
New York. It's
insane.
just such a small world.
It really is. It
So-
really is.
So is there anything else you guys wanted to?
I just started kind of going into Conway.
Oh, okay. How do you like
And,
Conway?
I really like Conway.
Yeah?
The center, I read up on the history. It was starting to fall apart, I guess. It was getting really bad. And then, you know, us Northerners, we kind of saved it. I
Oh,
have
yeah,
to admit, we saved Conway. And I started going to Conway because of the whole Halloween spectacular. We're
Oh.
huge Halloween people.
Mhm.
It was fantastic. And Thanksgiving, like all the holidays, they just put on huge, spectacular lights and the whole thing in Conway. So I started to like, I'm not too far from Conway. It doesn't take too long, maybe about 30 minutes.
You can go straight down 90.
Yes, right down 90.
Right down 90 south and head there.
Yep, take the right and you're right in the center.
Yeah.
I started checking out their foods and everything. There's a place called Leon's.
Oh, yeah.
They're from Quincy, Massachusetts. Their sandwiches are
so
delicious.
good.
And I love the
know.
name. It's like Goodfella,
Yes.
Godfather,
Yep.
you know, that kind of lingo, which was really
They're
great.
right next to the theater over
Yes,
there.
right next. I had just heard yesterday they moved across the street to a bigger place.
Oh, they moved the deli by the restaurant?
Yeah, the right next to the movie theater,
Yeah.
across the street. There must have been something open there.
Yeah.
They, the person who told me the other day said that they moved to a
Wow.
bigger place.
I'm gonna have to look
So
at it
I
because
don't
I know
if
the
it's just the deli or
yeah,
the restaurant.
the deli
part.
was on one side and the restaurant is on the other side, and
Yes.
then they would go over
Yeah.
there. Now, what about you, Ed? You like Conway?
You know, I've only been in there once.
What?
You know, but
gotta
I've
check it
I've
out.
learned a lot about Conway through you and Chris.
Yeah.
And your adventures.
Have you gone to the Riverwalk?
No.
Oh,
The river.
know,
Ed, you haven't walked the Riverwalk.
During Christmas, it's beautiful.
You had to bring your dog and go walk the Riverwalk.
Yes.
Oh,
Go check it out, Ed.
guys, let's go. Let's get Ed. Let's get a group together and
We'll
do
do
a
a field trip.
Riverwalk. We'll
But
do
you
a
know
field
where I
trip.
am. You know where I am.
Let's do a field trip
We'll sit in the back
together.
of your truck and,
Yeah.
and we'll play the banjo and whatnot. And,
Your tailgate. I can't believe you live so close and you never been there.
you know, I got to tell you, you know, when you have a beautiful house, and I'm sure you'd agree,
Yeah.
it's very easy to just like chill in the house
Oh,
and,
hang
and
out.
Yeah.
just hang out.
Absolutely.
The room in my house is just phenomenal. I can't wait till you got to come and see my house
We'll
and whatnot.
come.
It's ginormous.
Field trip to Ed's house.
And I'm just so relaxed there. And me and the dog, we just chill.
Mhm.
And it's so I've got TVs all over the house.
Yeah.
I've got about 7 TVs in my
Yeah,
house,
we do too.
one in
We do
each
too.
room.
I see Ed. I drive around and he'll be outside doing the lawn. I'll be like beep beep, and I'm always
Yeah.
waving. He's
Hey,
outside.
you were behind me yesterday when I was with the golf cart. I'm
Yes,
waving you on.
He was so nice. He pulled the golf cart over, and there was like 5 cars. We were trying to, it's rough when you have the golf carts in the community and you got to go
Yes.
around like a
Yes.
It's
bicyclist.
golf cart etiquette to pull over.
Yeah,
And then you pull over and I nicely look and whatnot.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
and
to
then I
learn
was
the
like,
etiquette.
"Hi."
I'm gonna have to learn.
Yeah,
that
you
when I
have to.
get
You
my
should
golf
pull over
cart, the
because
etiquette.
what is it? It's only 35 minutes. It's under 35 minutes. 24 miles an hour in there.
25.
25 miles an
that's
hour.
the speed limit. Come on,
Mhm.
tell Chris.
Yeah, 25 miles an hour.
You know, the
yeah.
other thing I came across to going back to what the weather is like here in Massachusetts, it will be freezing. You turn around, the sun's out, or it's the rain, or whatever. Here, it's beautiful every day, and I feel guilty being in the house because I feel like, oh my God, tomorrow's either going to rain or snow or something like that. But I'm trying to find myself. I find myself always going out because it's a beautiful day out.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep,
mean?
mhm.
Like it's beautiful out. Oh, let's go do something because tomorrow might not be like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like this every day.
I do the same thing. I come home from work. If I come to take a lunch break, I go
Yeah.
right out onto the patio. I need to get the sun. It is so beautiful. There's
Yes.
not a cloud in the sky
sky.
some days. It is pure blue. And I'm like, wow. I try to explain it. When Chris and I film our videos, I go, Chris, try to get the sky. But it doesn't always come out as clear as our eyes see it.
Yes.
And I'm like, there's literally not a cloud up there. It is breathtaking. So one of the things that I want to end the show with is palm trees. As soon as we moved down, I had to have palm trees. I planted 3 in my yard. I had to. What about you? Palm trees yet?
Oh, not yet, because we have an HOA. You
Oh,
gotta,
yeah.
You know, the HOA got approved, do all this paperwork and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
too lazy right now. But I definitely want palm trees. My neighbors to the left had just put 2 out, so it kind of looks like it's in my backyard.
Yes.
So that buys me time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about the palm trees.
Yeah.
When we moved in, they decided to plant an oak tree.
Okay.
That's the tree that ruined my driveway back home. I don't want that no more. I want a palm tree.
Yeah.
But yes, I just love the flowers here thrive better.
Yeah. The whole
plants.
landscaping is better.
Oh,
Now, did you put a palm tree in? Is that part of your
I put
landscape?
two palm trees.
Yeah,
I
you
got
would
one
too.
on one side and one on the other.
Yeah.
And you know, I always used to have the dream that I'm in a hammock and I'm in Cancun and I've got the Corona here and the chips here with the salsa and just hanging out under the palm tree. And I said, I want to feel like I'm in the Caribbean. Give me some palm trees.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
So I got
you
two.
did. Okay. We're going
Yes.
to end the show really quick. We have like 2 seconds left, 2 minutes left. The HOA, people say, oh, I don't want to live in an HOA. They're too strict. In 60 seconds each, how do you feel about moving into an HOA community?
okay. One big reason why I wanted HOA is because I'm guaranteed that the neighbor to the left and the neighbor to the right going to keep everything clean and neat.
Mm-hmm.
No rats because you have junk all over the backyard, side yards, trash, whatever. I love the HOA for that. But I also love that we had a pool. Now I don't have to deal with the pool and the chemicals and all that stuff. Somebody else does that. I'm okay with it. I know there's, a lot of people talk negative about it, but I think it depends on the personality and the lifestyle you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind the HOA at all.
How about you, Ed?
I don't mind the HOA either. They are there to protect the value of your home.
Exactly.
And because we're in Alicia and I are in a gated community. It's private property. So they protect the public grounds and they do a lot. Like before I moved in, they put in a playground.
Oh, yes.
And at one of the last HOA meeting, someone we have Karens and Kevins.
Oh, sure, we all do.
Said, well, what about the playground? And blah 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 blah. We spent a lot of money on that, and I just bit my tongue. I wanted to say, listen, since I've been here, that playground is a home run. All the grandparents bring their grandchildren there to play, and
exactly.
home run.
Yeah, I don't mind having an HOA either.
Yeah.
Same reason as you.
Yeah, the property looks great.
It does look great. So if you're afraid of a HOA, if you think it's too many rules, too many restrictions, it's kind of not. I know our biggest rule is you have to have a tree in the front yard. So they gave us a magnolia. I moved the magnolia to the side. I put a big palm tree right in the front. As long as they have a tree, you have a tree.
Right.
But anyway, thanks for hanging out with Julie, Ed, and myself on another episode of Rendezvous with Alicia. Stay tuned for next week. Calling all first responders, healthcare professionals, and military personnel. Are you ready to take the next steps in your home buying or selling journey? My name is Alicia Stern. I'm a licensed realtor in New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida, and the founder of the Heroes Agents. You have made tremendous sacrifices for all of us, and it is our honor to assist you in your real estate journey. To express our gratitude, we offer hero rebates and customized services tailored to fit your unique needs. Our commitment is to help you find your perfect home or enhance the value of your current property. We are also dedicated to supporting you in securing financial resources and smoothly navigating the mortgage process, guiding you every step of the way. To date, we have proudly given back over $50,000 to heroes like you as a way to say thank you. The Heroes Agents are here to serve you and make the process as easy and stress-free as possible while giving back with no strings attached. Reach out to us today at 833-TOP-HERO. That's 833-TOP-HERO. Or visit theheroesagents.com.